Yay, 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 yay. Welcome to another one of those Spin That Back shows. I am your host, Mr. Big L Pooh, the infamous. And as always, got Mr. Nice Guy here with me. What's up, Mr. Nice Guy? What's going on with you, brother?
Chilling, bro. Chilling, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks like it's just going to be us this weekend. But I guess it is what it is. So we're going to start off with spinning it back. That's what we do. Anyway, check it out. We got a good show for y'all today. Today, we're going to be talking about, we're going to give a tribute to the great Jam Master Jay. And why I say this is because, you know, we got these other shows like Drink Champs and all this old stuff. And I like what Drink Champs does. You know, they give the flowers to the people that's still here. But, you know, everybody's doing that right now. They want to give flowers to the people that's here while they're here and everything. But I want to go back and give some flowers to this man right here, Mr. Jam Master Jay, because he was, I think, the most influential DJ ever, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. But in fact, let me ask you what you think about that, bro.
That's an interesting point that you take. I mean, you know, obviously Grandmaster Flash was the dude that started it off. I mean, you know, and you talk about those other DJs, you talk about Bambaataa, you're talking about Kool Herc. But I mean, you know, as much as they did in the parks, as much as they did, without what they did, nothing would exist. Run DMC is the group that really took rap to a place that it could never go away. I mean, so that I think you have an argument there. I mean, for me personally, there's no question. Jam Master Jay is the person that inspired me to become a DJ. When I was young, when I was a breakdancer, when I was in my crew, shout out to JCB and my folks, you know, we went up there to the Fresh Festival in Long Beach. And, you know, when Jam Master Jay was cutting, you know, that run. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it was tight, it was clean. And I mean, I'm telling you, after that concert, I went to my mom. I said, yo, I want some turntables. And she got me some turntables. She got me a turntables and probably she got me in a Gemini mixer. So, you know, I had some basic turntables. I didn't start out with 1200s. I ended up with 1200s, and she got me 1200s. So again, you know, we celebrate Mother's Day. So my mother definitely did that. So thank you for those 1200s, and thank you for all that other stuff. But it was inspired by Jam Master Jay. So his direct inspiration for me was the greatest of any DJ, you know, that there was.
And that back one time. And yeah, we know you started off just like me with the Fisher Price. Come on, you was just scratching on there and everything. You know, I was in elementary school, like second grade, you know, trying to do my little scratching and everything. And I did that because I saw Jam Master Jay. Jam Master Jay was the man.
Hey, bro, you say that, but they were literally using Fisher Price turntables in the parks, in the Bronx, in the South, and stuff like that. A lot of those original DJs were rocking Fisher Price turntables. So, you know, that was something that was for real.
Yeah, for real. And don't be sleeping on that. And they were sampling stuff from things like the Mickey Mouse Club too. They was getting actual real samples from this type of stuff. So things that you think is like toys and kiddie stuff, making real music off of this in that back one time. But yeah, but still, like I said, because Jam Master Jay, in fact, let's take a look at Jam Master Jay. Just look at his style. Look at this man. Look at him. Look at him right there. And let me throw this other picture of him up there. That style right there, he brought that style to hip hop. He brought it to, well, I guess Russell Simmons saw the way he was dressed and everything. He was like, yeah, DNC, D and Run, y'all need to start dressing like this dude right here. Am I lying?
No, that's exactly how it played out. And the thing about it, he was dressing like them polished dudes. Jam Master Jay, he was already one of them dudes, so he had already built a name. He was already DJing, and Run was doing his thing, son of Curtis Blow and stuff like that. But Jam Master Jay was really their credibility that they leaned into and their image. So, he was just he was such a key part of the group that the moment that when he died, literally, Run was like, "We're calling a press conference. Run DMC is over." I mean, that really happened. So,
Right. Yeah, because it was Run DMC and Jam Master Jay, even though it was just called Run DMC, but they never left Jam Master Jay out. And here's another thing, we know Bambaataa, and we know who was the other cat?
Cool
Well,
Herc.
not Herc. The other cat,
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash. Okay, Grandmaster Flash. The reason why Jam Master Jay, I say, is more influential is because you haven't heard a Run DMC album that didn't have Jam Master Jay included. You know what I'm saying? But you did hear some Furious 5 without
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash actually, spinning or cutting and everything. And we got Mr. Walk back in the house. What's going on, Mr. Walk? Let me spin.
Yo,
man. Spin it back. Mr. Walk is on the show today. What's going on with you, brother?
Got my gold? Not really. Got my gazelles? Not really. Hey, I'm improvising.
Get the Kango? Not really.
Yeah, I got the Kango, but not the Kango that the Run DMC rocked.
Right. What's
Wait
going
on?
on? Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
My apologies.
Have a Kango,
My
though.
apologies. I got a lot going on up in here, but it's all good. I'm steady. Let's rock.
Yes, sir.
So what El Poo was basically establishing why he felt like he was the most influential DJ, just because Run DMC had that big influence. I mean, we understand that without the people before, you wouldn't even got to this point, but they were the ones that took it to the next level. They're the reason why it's still going strong now. So they were the first on MTV. You talking about Jam Master Jay, Rockbox, the first rap song on MTV, and when he goes into that part,
yeah,
and that was what
his
everybody.
Name. Did y'all talk about his name?
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten there yet, but you can go ahead and go speak on
first, his name was going to be Grandmaster Jay. Remember the Grandmaster Caz,
Grandmaster Theodore,
Grandmaster D. Yeah, they had those.
And everybody was like, "Yo," well, I think it was Russell Simmons. Like, it should be not that, something different, and that was like he was always jamming. Jam Master Jay, JMJ. It's stuck. Yes.
Oh man, we gotta spin it back for that piece of history right there, coming from Mr. Walk. Mr. Walk, that's why we need you included in the show every week, man, because you got some jewels to drop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's exactly where it is. But Jam Master Jay was when you think about DJs today, who's the first person you think of? You think of the image of Jam Master Jay. That's me personally. I don't know about you youngsters. But here's another thing. See, Jam Master Jay, he was in the industry. Let's say, I don't think he was on Run DMC's first album. I think he was basically from the.
No. He was not only on it; he was producing. So yeah, he was.
Well, he wasn't on the first release. He wasn't on the first release. He wasn't on the first actual, the first single release.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
but what I'm trying to say is, okay, he wasn't.
No, I think you're right.
He wasn't on Hard Times, bro. He wasn't on Hard Times.
He was part of this from the beginning. He was not signed to Profile. Daryl and Joe was signed.
Okay.
He was not signed. That's why them two are only on the cover. That first album, remember, it's them two with the Gazelles.
Yes, sir.
One had the the natural glasses. And that's another point that Daryl Mack made. He said, "I never ever wore Gazelles. Never in life. Those was not Gazelles." But anyway, but he was not signed, but he was part of the group. And that was like, you got to come with us. Like, he's part of this. He's part of this. So he actually got signed. And then the next album, King of Rock, he's part of the group now. But he's always been there.
Okay.
But he did have that classic song on the first album. You're talking about the Jam Master Jay. So it's that Nas flipped and I'll probably have Jay's Game on there as well. So he was
Jam
on
Master
there
Jay, the big beat buster. He gets better for the other gets better.
because he
gets better because he know he's that's what,
Mhm.
and after there be no more Grandmaster. Woo!
Yeah. Just
Let me calm down.
Okay, so my point I was trying to make is this. Let's give him from 1982 to 2002. That was 20 years, right? 20 years in the industry.
22.
He's been dead for 22 years.
Yeah.
Longer than he was in the industry. Think about that. Let that sink in.
Yeah,
Jam Master Jay was a young man when he passed away. How old was he?
I think it was 37 or something like that.
37.
Yeah, it's crazy.
37.
Yeah.
I know y'all old as hell. So think about what was that with y'all? Y'all like 67? I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, that was the death that hit me the hardest. I remember my homeboy Leroy, he called me up and was like, "Hey man, have you heard?" And I mean that it made me stop doing what I was doing just to wow, because I used to see him in the neighborhood every now and then. He would show up at that 7-Eleven on Pico and Point View. So, but I mean, it was tough.
He spent a lot of time out here in Cali. He did a lot of business out here. So, yeah. But we'll talk about all that. But let's get back to, hey, like I said, he was the DJ I thought about. He was the most consistent DJ that I knew of. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the career. And then he was a mentor to a whole lot of other DJs. Like DJ Scratch got a whole little shrine dedicated to the man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He's like, yeah, because they was on a tour with him when he was with EPMD. This is like 88. And everybody always speaks highly about Jay. Jay was a real good dude. You know what I'm saying?
He was a real cat. He was just like a people person. Like we ain't got the Onyx yet, but their story how they met is crazy as hell. But yeah, he was just tangible. No Hollywood, SHIT. He was one of them guys. He was a street dude. He was a street cat.
Scratch. Let me just tell the story about Scratch. Scratch said, they had met. They was on tour and everything, and Scratch was doing this. Actually, when EPMD went out there, or Scratch, whatever the case was, somebody went out there and tore it up. They kept tearing it up, and it was like by the time Run DMC came out there, the audience was already wore out. It was like because that DJ dude right there. So he came and saw him, and then after that, he came to every sound check, checking him out. And he was like, "Man, can you show me how to do some things?" Asking Scratch to show him how to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then he found out that Scratch didn't have no hotel. He was sleeping on the tour bus. He was like, "Man, you can come on, stay with me. Let him sleep in his hotel room. Make sure he got a double, bed, a bed, a room with double beds, with 2 beds, whatever the case, just so the man can have a place to stay." Little stuff like that.
His ass, you on the floor. I love you. Friday, I'm just. Yeah, I get it.
He was just saying how he looked out, though. That man was a good dude, bro. Spend that back for that man.
And when you talk about a DJ, a lot of people were, using DATs or whatever it was and then scratching on top of it. That was the thing about Run DMC. They literally did their whole show with just records. He was purely, literally in the most fundamental way DJing. So that was one of the ways that he was extra special, and that he did that. And when you're relying on records, you know how stuff skips. You know how there's perils when you're relying on that. And that dude was disciplined and tight enough to hold those shows down with just that basic fundamental hip hop thing: 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah. Instrumental, play the instrumental. Yeah, run it.
The turntables might wobble, but they won't fall down.
Yeah,
classic.
Hey, Jam Master Jay. I don't know if y'all ever seen that clip. It's on YouTube, but when Run DMC battled Kumo D and Special K, it's on TV. Where Jam Master Jay was a street guy. He knew the vibes. He knew what was going. He knew what Kumo D was about. He was like, "Yo, man, go light. You don't ruin careers. This is my guys. We on TV. This ain't no hood battle." Like he got at him, and Kumo D was on some shit like, "Okay," and he went light. But Kumo D said this: After that, he said, I would never do that again. I would never, because Run DMC did shine during that battle. They shined, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
they
was
had a
on
bigger
Graffiti
name
Rock.
too.
Huh?
The show's called Graffiti Rock. But what'd you say, El Poo?
Graffiti Rock with the white boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Spin that back. No, I'm just saying they had the bigger name too at that time. Just
Right.
just
Yes. Facts.
Yeah, but he used to open up the shows because they still got clips you can see on YouTube and everything. He used to open up the show, DJing and everything, cutting and everything. Man, he was the man. I can't say enough about the man. Then he started his own label, JMJ, and you can go ahead and speak on Onyx if you want to, Mr. Walk.
Okay, this is a story I heard from out of here personally. I'm not one of them guys acting like I was in the industry. That Fredro Starr told. He said it's like in Brooklyn, New York, or whatever. It's hot, and people would floss their Lolos, or not Lolos, but whatever car they got, and traffic was jammed up, and they was next to them for so long. And JMG was in there smoking weed. And he like, yo, can we hit the weed? So they got out and they started smoking weed and talking. And he liked these little dudes. They was young guys. So then they kept in touch. Then he seen them again. And then he was like, yo, we rap. No rap was even mentioned. It was just on they would see each other. And then they was like, yeah, we rap. And they rapped for him. And then he said, yo, okay, come to the studio. Let's lay some music down. Then they loved them, the whole group, because they was really some young kids that was really them type guys. JMJ liked them, and that's when he signed them to JMJ Records.
Right.
Slam. I'm going bald. Let boys be boys. I've been going, but I'm way past going.
Yeah, and not only that, not to go speeding all into the future, but that 50 Cent was his his protege as well. So You're talking about someone who 50 Cent is widely regarded as one of the best hook makers in rap, and he was Jam Master Jay was the one that taught him. Jam Master Jay taught him how to structure a song and all that. So he basically installed that formula in him, and he took it to the nth level with it. So you're talking about his influence. 50 was pretty much holding things down for a nice little stretch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A little.
A little. Yeah, he's still holding it down. 50 is the man.
Y'all want to hear something about 50? As far as nobody wanted to touch 50. Y'all know the reason why? Because he was having beef with one of the biggest drug dealers in the city.
Yeah,
Green.
Yeah.
No, Puffy didn't want to touch him. Rockefeller ain't touching him. They scared of Preem. Who fuck with him?
Jay.
Another street nigga. Yeah. I'm just saying that's what it is. Salute to Jam Master Jay, man.
Once again, spin that back. Queens got some different type of cats though, bro. Jay was from Queens. Of course, Run DMC from Queens, Russell Simmons from Queens, LL from Queens, 50 from Queens, Nas from Queens, the Juice Crew, most of them from Queens. Well, you think about Marley Marl, Shan, those people from, Roxanne Shante. Queens, they built different.
Tribe Called Quest.
They from Queens. Yep.
So
different sections. Farmers Boulevard, Queens.
Hey, Queens is Queens.
Jamaica, Queens. Come on now. QB, the borough, keep it thorough. That's the projects. I've never been there. I'm going from music. You know what it is. Yeah, you're right. But it's a lot of different sections within the sections. That's like being from LA. It's the jungles. We got the Grape Street Watch. Yeah, we got Compton. We got freaking Inglewood. We over here on the east side, El Poo.
Somebody had asked on
West side.
Facebook. Somebody had asked on Facebook yesterday, since y'all so smart, where does South Central begin and end at? And I'm gonna ask y'all that. Where does South Central begin and end at?
Technically, or where we say?
Technically, what we say.
What we say, I'll say the 10 freeway all down. That's really South Central. Technically, it's a little further up. Pico, Wilshire, shit like that. That's to be honest. But
Wilshire,
we know
Wilshire,
it as
Wilshire don't run through no South Central at all. Wilshire don't run through no South Central, bro.
Yeah,
No,
but he
I'm
said
saying-
Pico is way south of Wilshire. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, Pico is like you talking about Olympic and all these other stuff. So yeah, no, yeah, Wilshire. You know that's an interesting take, Walk. I never
Wait,
really
no,
thought about it.
if you look it up, if you look up the print from the city, what they used to call South Central, which they call South LA now, it's South LA now, but that's what it is. It's those addresses. It's the address. Everything that's south.
Yeah, when the number starts over, but yeah, exactly. The difference between north and south. So there's a hard line because we was basically the west side. So that's why I really didn't think about our area as South Central as much as like what he's talking about. So I get it.
But technically, we was in South Central. Y'all could Google it if you go Google it. Like Rosie O'Donnell, Google it.
Yeah,
y'all was over there.
I know we're getting off of it. I know we're getting off the subject. Let's spin it back. Let's spin it all the way back. Only reason why I'm saying that is because you said it's different parts of Queens, and all that, like it is different parts of LA,
Jefferson
different
Park.
Exactly.
Hyde Park, yeah.
Hyde Park,
yeah,
exactly. Crenshaw District, all
Windsor
that.
Hills.
Yeah.
We go all day. Yeah.
Whatever they call that over there on Cadillac in La Cienega, I forgot what they call
Ladera
it.
Heights.
Playboy Hood. No, he said Cadillac.
La Cienega Heights. Yes.
Yeah, all that.
Well, Midtown. I mean, that was like our area, Pico, Pico, Fairfax, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Spin it back.
Mid city.
We talking about Mr. JMJ though, Mr. Jam Master J. Hey, but as far as his label though, the first person I heard. Wait a minute, Onyx came before before J.O. Felony, right? Or was J.O. first?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Onyx was the first group he signed.
Nah, I don't know about that, bro.
Well, when he had the afros, I don't know if the afros.
Yeah, he had the afros. Yeah, the afros was first.
That's 91 right there.
Yeah, and when was Onyx? Yeah. So.
Okay,
and the Afros is the Afros was that group, and also DJ Hurricane was part of that as well. But
Beastie Boys, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but he did some things. He also
DJ Kid Yo.
And he also had a singing group. When at the Family or were they a singing group? I'm trying to recall. I feel like they
was so for no, not that.
I know that's what I almost wanted to say, but it wasn't so.
Yeah.
They got a song with the same exact title. That's but it's Family. I don't remember, but I feel like
let's Google it. If we gonna talk somebody.
No, I looked it up. I'm just saying
Google machine.
It's just a group. I mean, we don't need whether it was R&B or rappers. We don't really need to go into the detail of it, but that was a group that was on his label for sure.
You said it was R&B group? I don't know.
I said I don't know if it is. I said it was a group. I said whether it was a rap group or R&B. I said I don't know. But the bottom line is it was on his label. That was really all I needed to say about it. So I mean, if you guys felt to really investigate it beyond that, that's something different.
Oh, somebody else coming up in it? Oh, it's Walk.
Yeah, Walk went away. I guess he came back.
No, I was Googling, and I'm Googling from this page, and yeah.
I was trying to Google it too, but
and I have it up. I just didn't feel like it was worth figuring out specifically what it was. But that's and also he did some production. I mean, he did some production on what I feel is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. When you talk about Slick Rick, The Ruler Is Back, he did the first single, Treated Like a Prostitute.
What?
Yeah. So.
Oh, what? You know what? In that back, bro. I didn't even know that. Is that true?
Yeah. So I mean, he just yeah. So he you talking about, and again, to me, that's like a top 5 album for me. So that's he already established himself on Run DMC. That is like the top group for me. But on top of that, he had his hands in something that came after that really held up very well. So that's what's up. You fact checking me live? That's cool.
No. I'm just looking. Look at that some of the other stuff that he actually.
Yeah, produced. I got his discography up, but he did some things. So but yeah, no, that I just remember when it first came out because I remember thinking I was actually complaining about it. I was like, yo, man, he's got like Slick Rick too low. He need to raise his vocals up on that song. So that was something I used to complain about. But the song is still dope. You know, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take away from this. Just, I mean, Slick Rick. You know, this is a dude who did such legendary work with the show and Lottie Dottie, and then to come back after a while and hit you with that album that was like, you know, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. That was quite an accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I think we found what we talking about next week, Mr. Nice Guy. Wink, wink.
That's the good one right there.
And not to mention, he's like one of the most sampled hip hop artists of all time too. Let's give it that.
And I still hate Snoop Dogg version of Lottie Dottie. Sorry.
I like it. Let's spin that back. Let's get back to Jam Master Jay. So you're talking about Jam Master Jay. Jam Master Jay, they had that song on the second album, on the King of Rock album. There was a song, I forget what it's called, but it's the Jam Master Jammin' or something like that. And there's a line in there. It's like Run DMC. One thing I really like about Run DMC is that they really had those chants. They just had these different type of flows. So there was like, you know, such and such, and he cuts so fresh. And that's where Molly Mall got that he cuts so fresh from, you know, from Run DMC. So it's just like, you know, it's all coming back to the DJ Jam Master Jay. So, you know, and Jam Master Jay, man, I used to love how he always rocked that Gotta Rock and, you know, all those things. I mean, he had a lot of classic joints that he would stick in all of these songs and get in there. So, you know, they did that.
I'm going to take a quick second real fast. Oh, man, I know the time is running out.
Hey, did you know? Sure. Hey, and also, did you know that he actually played instruments? So he was actually playing, so, and he actually played like some bass and key, you know, on those early songs. So, you know, that, you know, he wasn't just the DJ. That was a brother who had some instrumental musical background. So, you know, we always take it for granted. A lot of these guys, they just like, oh, they do this because they can't do that. No, they did that too.
Yeah, spin that back. I bet people don't know that. In fact, I just ran across that information too myself, honestly. Yes, sir. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But like I say though, I still gotta say this. When I think of a DJ from back in the day, a real DJ, the first person I always think about is Jam Master Jay. Just I don't know what it is. Just look at him. He just looked like a damn DJ. You know what I'm saying? He's just the epitome of what a DJ looks like to me.
Hey, he was our first video. You know what I'm saying? He's just, you know, again, we the reason why we cover the 79 to 99 era is because that's the recorded history. That's what we got exposed to. We weren't in the parks in the Bronx and Stella, so we can't speak on that stuff, but we can speak
for yourself.
So and he was that dude that made it to us with that, you know, with that breakdown and with that scratch. So, you know, and again, they did shows with just two turntables, no DAT, no nothing, no whatever. Just and that was the exception. That was not regular at all.
Hey, Nice Guy, I love that what you just said, because really they put us there. Like, because you remember, wait, hold on, I'm wearing them right now. Adidas. They put us there. We from New York now. We're dressing in LA. Cats wear 3 Adidas, the Kango hats, the whatever that hat was that Run DMC.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I don't know the name of it. I seen that at World on Wheels before. A cat was in a whole full attire, straight LA dude. You know what I'm saying? It's all influential, and it all started with that one guy who we talking about right now, Jam Master Jay.
Is that the hat you're talking about?
Look at him.
Yeah, them derbies, I think they call them that, or I'm not sure. But the bottom line is, now with these Adidas, you got to get it right. So, you know, you got to put a sock in the tongue to bring the tongue up, you know. And, you know, Run DMC, they was rocking them without shoelaces, but we was rocking them with the fat New York shoelaces, and you couldn't just put them any way. You had to make sure that all of them were this way, all of them were that way. You know what I'm saying? You were like on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
Let me tell a quick story. I got clowned with a sock in my shoes. I got clowned when when we moved to Florida. Like I was a kid. When Moms and Pops moved to Florida, I had my Adidas. I never got no flack at Hamilton. Nobody said nothing. I had the fat shoelaces, the Adidas, and then I had a fat socks that I didn't wear. and it was green though. It was like some stuff my brother gave me from the Marines or something. But that's what I had. The tongue that made the shoe look puffy. It made it look kind of fat. You feel me?
Mhm.
And they clowned. They was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "This is just style. This is what it is." Yeah. Thanks for mentioning that, nice guy. And all y'all cats who are my friends that went to Cocoa High. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at him now. He's on multiple shows, rocking Adidas still.
Yeah. Real talk.
Yeah. So Run DMC did put Adidas on the map. He made Adidas come to them and give them a endorsement deal. That's power. Had the whole auditorium holding up their Adidas. Adidas was impressed, like, what the hell is this?
And people from this era, you may not notice, you may not understand this, but back then, especially because of Run DMC, Adidas was the top shoe. Nike didn't become what it became till after Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the standard. You know, you're talking about it was Puma, it was Adidas, and Nike was kind of like the third wing. And it wasn't until the whole Michael Jordan thing that
Nike was kind of down there. Actually, it was like K-Swiss. You had some other stuff that was in there.
Exactly.
Feelers.
Yeah.
You had some other people up in there.
Hey, Feelers and Diodorus, they were a little kind of pimp style. You know, they was like on a whole nother level.
hey, real talk. Spin that back. That was that dope dealer. That was that dope dealer's shoes there.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, but yeah, it was a different time. That's for sure.
Yeah. So it's sad. Let's go ahead and touch on this little part right here, though, bro. It was sad how you went out, man. How some of his peoples. Now we only have to say allegedly, but some of his people set him up and everything. You know, that was a cold thing. He was doing so much for the community, the neighborhood, for the whole world and everything. But there was a dark side to the man. I can't say allegedly on this. They say it was a dark side to the man too. Said the man was out there in these streets, you know, doing his thing, and that's what he knew. I mean, he knew these streets. He was part of the streets. You know, he brought the streets to hip hop. Honestly, as far as the fashion goes, you know, and the style and everything. So that's another thing we gotta give him. When they came out with that style right there, that street style, all that other stuff went out the window. All that old dressed like Earth, Wind, and Fire, wasn't nobody doing that no more.
Right. Thank you, Jam Master Jay, for that shit. I see was wearing the leather pants until he got the bug in his ear. Yo, this is LA. Keep it playing. Put the palm trees. Yes, that's true. Because we was trying to emulate what was going on in New York, and that was Melly Mel and with the fur freaking coat with the no sleeves and the damn. Thank you, Jam Master Jay.
The African Bambaataa looking all spaced out and everything. Go ahead.
What Jam Master Jay did for rappers, what Jodeci did for R&B. So yeah.
Hold on. For real though, what about Bobby Brown?
It was Jodeci. Them groups stopped doing that after that. Once, you know, because everybody was out the silk suits and all the silk shirts and all that other stuff, and Jodeci with the fitted caps and all that other stuff, it changed it. Hey, Bobby Brown was rocking, still wearing the suit, the silk, and all that other stuff. You know,
his album Bobby, he had leather pants and a leather cut out back with a hat in the back, like said Bobby on the hat.
True. And you're right. Because even on the Jodeci first video, Forever My Lady, they had those boots on, you know, ashy knees and everything. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Spin it back. For sure. Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to Jodeci though. But JMJ though. Jam Master Jay. Yeah, it was sad because I remember the day I heard that he got killed. I was like, nah, y'all lying. It touched me. It's like, nah, not Jay. Not Jay. Like some people, it seems like they untouchable. You never heard Jay getting into any problems, any stuff out here. You only heard good stuff about Jay. Everything I heard about Jay was always positive until after he died. That's when we started hearing all this, the supposedly dark side of him. But everything I seen of him was always a good thing. He was always smiling. People always spoke highly of him. He stayed in the background. He wasn't flashy. He was cool dude.
You would hear about like main rappers getting killed, like Big L, Tupac, Biggie. Was it Mr. Cheeks or it was from the Lost Boys?
No, it was the other cat. It was the other cat. I forgot his name.
Freaky Zeke or
Freaky
something.
Ty. Freaky Ty. I think Freaky Ty. I think his name was.
Freaky Ty. Like it was never like the DJ got. You know what I'm saying? That was like hearing like, oh, something happened to Jazzy Jeff, or you know what I'm saying. But like you were saying, he did have that alleged dark side. He was a street cat. Look, sometimes the bills is you might have $7,000 a bill every month. Water, power, and you in a big mansion. And like, okay, they wasn't as popping as they used to be. Now, keep in mind, this is 2002. Last time we really heard from Run DMC was like Down with the King with CL Smooth. Oh, we didn't even talk about that, Down with the King. But we didn't hear that much from them. But they still got these bills. They still got stuff going on. We know they still doing shows, but they ain't getting that check. Okay, royalty check, $45,000. You know what I'm saying? Let's split this 3 ways. Oh, we got another check, $90,000 for, you know what I'm saying? So it just, I get it, because he ain't the only, not rapper, but person who's in the industry who you got to figure out how you gonna wiggle. What you gonna do? Get a job at Burger King or get a job at Home Depot? Nah, wait, hold on.
And a lot of people were depending on him. He was trying to hold up a lot of people, so that was his other sort of like pressure and motivation to do that. So it's not an excuse, but just explaining, you know, why he had those pressures and you know why he went down that road. Because there's a documentary on Netflix or something like that, you know, the killing of Jam Master Jay, where they really break it down. So you know, you understand.
I peeped it. Yep.
Yeah. Wait.
Hey, and before you say that documentary is probably what really pushed this case getting worked to how it did. Because after that, it sort of like dug it all up back again, and then you know they did what they did.
But yeah, but you do know the streets knew what happened. The streets always talking. The streets knew what happened, but they did finally convict the brothers who did commit that crime, and it turned out allegedly that's what it was behind. Like it's about that. Them greenbacks, straight up. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
It was about the money. And one of them was one of his boys that he kind of grew up with, let's say it like that. And the other one was something like his godson, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude was only like 18 years old. Yeah, he was 18 years old when he did this, bro. Yo, anyway. But still, salute. We are, like I say, we doing a salute to Jam Master Jay, all that he accomplished with Run DMC and all these other artists. Let's talk about some of the other artists. Let's talk about like J.O. Felony. Let's spin it back to that. I first heard J.O. Felony. I heard the song that This Is for the Real Brothers and the Sisters. I heard that one, right? Didn't pay too much attention to it. But I heard this song called Shermstick. I was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Fuck me up. I'm like, what the hell? And he wasn't lying. Because you could tell this nigga when you listen to the songs, like this dude really smoked this,
right?
And then
wet daddies.
And what I liked about it though, he had that Teddy Pendergrass beat on it. Come on and go with me.
Yeah,
we gonna smoke a Shermstick.
The homegirl woke me up with a gallon of milk.
That nigga said in the men's bathroom. Fool, let me have room. Make sure I light it right so it won't go boom. I'm like, whoa.
Now, if you ain't never smoked Sherm, I don't know. That's the whole shit will catch on fire. People be like, you fucker. Yeah, I'm just saying what I heard. I heard about that.
That embalming fluid, you know, that's a dangerous type of situation. And he talked about other rappers would always be like, yo, man, that Shermstick song, you know, that was something that they connected to, that they always propped him up for. He was talking about Raekwon or whatever, you know, these other dudes. They were like, yo, man, that Shermstick song, man, you know. So.
But here's another thing too about J.O. Felony, because he was on the run. It's a long story with J.O. Felony. He was on the run from California, San Diego. He was on the run and he was living in Maryland or something like that. But that's
Virginia.
He clicked up with Jam Master Jay, and he would bring him around. And they look like because he'd be in khakis and the whole get up and get in a cypher of MCs and kill everybody. They was like, yeah, who the fuck is this dude right
Hey,
here?
real California style.
Yeah. Spin that back for J.O. Felony. Salute to J.O. Felony.
If you're gonna talk about JL Felony, to me, you gotta talk about what you're gonna do with it. That song is a classic, amazing, just every aspect of it. Even when he's doing the hood at the end of it, everything about that is just amazing. Just so shout out to that brother.
Salute to J.O. Felony, but I don't think you'll ever make the Spin That Back show because you're not a legend, brother. You salute, but he's good. He's a tight West Coast rapper.
Oh, no. J.O., you might make it one of these days, bro. We're going to give you props, bro. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you one reason why, because you did make up that term crip hop.
That's true. That's true.
And
went to Trey D house.
I was getting ready to say, ain't no Buster either. Go ahead. Yeah.
Went to Trey D house like, I need that thing. Come outside to Trey D.
Hey, spin that back. If y'all don't understand, Trey D is no joke. He's a real thug, nigga. Real thug. Real in these streets. Go ask somebody in these streets about him.
Here's the Trey D.
Yes, sir.
But
I'm just one more thing about this though. I had to say this. When I heard Sherm Stick, it scared me because I'm like, where is music going? Why are you talking about Sherm? I understand the weed, but you talking about smoking Sherm. That's as badass, or if not worse than crack. This shit is this is crazy.
It's extremely dangerous. It's definitely crossing over to the other side. It's like,
well, I done hit the Sherm a few times. We used to get looped. That's called a loop-de-loop. You're on the loop-de-loop. Mm-hmm. I used to do with my boy. Well, let me tell you what happened. With my boy, salute to my nigga Blurf. His birthday is on the 12th. Salute to my nigga. He about to be 50. Old as fuck. Anyway. But yeah, we used to get looped out in Koreatown. But we'll be in there and we was chilling. And guess what? The chick that was doing it, who was providing it, was fucking like 6 months pregnant.
Wow.
Yes, off the loop, be driving, kicking it. That shit used to make me feel like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, they'd be like, sit your ass down. What? My nigga tackled me. It was all crazy, but nothing happened. I made it, and I don't do no more loops.
Well, that's good for you. So, hey, spin that back to walk, not doing no more loop. God damn. Can you get another one here?
Bomb influence, baby.
Yeah, we used to talk about them people getting stuck. They get high and never come back down. So, be careful about, that type of stuff.
For real.
But this is how you do it. If you want to demonstrate how you do a dip.
Just don't do it.
No. No, bro. That's like
let's move on.
Yeah, exactly. That's like seeing that tampon demonstration. We didn't want to see that.
It's 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Stop. 30 years ago. I think I was like not born yet. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, so you had Onyx, you had J.O. Felony, then you had 50. Was he with JMG when he made How to Rob?
Yes. That was his coming out shit. That was 50's coming out.
And Rowdy. Whew, that was a banging song right there.
I don't know that one, but I do know How to Rob shook up the industry. It had a whole lot of people like, we gonna get this dude right here.
Big pun. Yes. Fat nigga came running. It was comical. It was funny. Yeah. And I remember I remember 50 Cent, like, who the F is this dude? I got his snippet tape. It was a snippet tape. He had a bunch of songs. Like, to me, the songs wasn't that hidden. It was kind of trash. But the How to Rob, it was funny. He used to play that on Power 106 and 92.3 The Beat. Mm-hmm. This was back then. Then I went to jail. And I'm hearing about 50 Cent. G knew. Then I get out like, whoa. Let me tell you a quick story. I get out of jail. I still haven't heard who the F this 50 Cent is. All I remember is How to Rob. I'm like, he's trash. I never physically heard it like through my ears. I'm in a car with a chick. This is 2006. Still haven't heard it. I got out 2005. Mm-hmm. I heard his new stuff that he had out, but I haven't heard that first album. That first album. You know what I'm talking about? Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm listening to a song called Wankster. I'm in a car like, what the fuck is this? Guns as big as Little Bow Wow? Who is this guy? The chick is looking at me like, you ain't never heard fucking 50 Cent.
We got guns the size of Lil Bow Wow.
I lost my fucking mind. I kept playing that song over and over. She said, you want the CD? You can have the motherfucker. You can have it. It went home and bugged out some more. So, yeah, that's my 50 Cent story. And that's Jam Master Jack. We ain't talking about Dre, but, yeah, you know what it is. He the one that brought him in.
Yeah. I mean, this is a tribute to, because the legacy of JMJ. If it wasn't for JMJ, 50 Cent probably wouldn't be where he is today. Can we get a spin that back?
I believe that.
And not only that, so he had that first album, and I think that he was on he's supposed to be on some female's video. I don't know if it was even Beyonce, but what happened was there was like some type of shootout or something like that, and then the record labels were just like, yeah, we ain't messing with this dude. Or probably was I think it was because he got shot.
Yeah, because he got shot.
Yeah. So it was just, yeah. So they were they end up dropping him. But when you're talking about how to rob, to me, when you bring up that song, you got to talk about when he said what he said about Sticky Fingers. Beat your ass like that white boy in MTV. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, because it's like the thing about it was on that MTV show where they had him boxing with that skateboarder. Yeah. And I mean, he was talking about how I gotta win this fight because I can't go back to the hood if I lose this fight and all this other stuff. And then he ended up losing that fight. And
I mean, ass whooped. Yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, it was,
and then he moved to California.
Yeah.
But shout out to Sticky Fingers. I know that he was very upset about that because he did a version of How to Rob where he's saying he beat him up at the Source Awards, which may not be true, but I'm just saying I just know that it hit him a different way. But us as fans, I mean that was a bar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, they got some stuff going on now. A whole lot of rappers or people are dropping diss songs today. We're not going to get into what's going on today. I'm just saying, hey, everybody shouldn't be making diss records. I'm just saying like that. So everything will be memorable.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So who else was he responsible for? I'm pretty sure it's a couple other people out there we're forgetting about.
Let me pull up on this discography and see what they got here. I mean, those are kind of really the main ones. I mean, because we really haven't even done justice to talk about, what he did with Run DMC. Because I mean, that was really where, you talking about just blowing up everything. I mean, you just can't do too much. I know that Migos talk about, hey, we outsold, Run DMC and stuff like that. And to me, it's disrespectful because you also got to consider that, look, world population is like doubled since then. So, and not to mention the fact that people growing up with rap is consumed much more easier now than it was then. It's the way that you get it's just completely different. It's apples and oranges to compare, what happened then. But I mean, everything that you've done is a direct byproduct of those dudes that really brought it to the mainstream.
You can't compare it. You can't wait, hold on. You can't even compare it because they was actually selling physical records, albums, CDs, and cassettes. You know what I'm saying? So you can't compare the two.
1 million people walked into a store, paid cash, got a receipt, went home, opened up the whole package, read the credits to my fucking album. Like, you can't compare it. We know this is a different time, but so if and what? You can't sleep on that. And you can't sleep on these. This the Hamilton edition Adidas. This the Crip edition Adidas. This the I'm not gangbanging today Adidas.
Civilian Adidas.
This is trade, so. Hell yeah. Salute to that. Salute. And wait, did we talk about the movie Tougher Than Leather?
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
1989, Tougher Than Leather, the movie. That was a movie and the album. Inconceivable, unbelievable. Grandma like I have an information receivable. Sent by the Lord, hit to a oh my God, I used to love that.
You know what?
You
Hey,
know.
I didn't mean to step on that, but you know what? Since you brought that up, I mean, we kind of got to bring up Crush Groovin' because that was the first time I seen LL Cool J. You know, he's like, he was about to shoot him.
When you watch that, hey, I missed that back in 85, 86 when Crush Groove came out. JMJ, but it was like a serious scene. Like he's like, yo, chill, let him. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Right. When LL came in, bust through the interview, like, no, fuck all that.
Killed it. Yeah, that was a young, hungry LL Cool J ripping people's heads off, you know. So, you know, shout out to LL Cool J.
Oh yeah, shout out to LL. Let's get him.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah. He made that go thing up. He that's him. But either way, I think I'm still say this. I mean, Grandmaster Flash, you are the man, you the innovator and everything, but still in all, Jam Master Jay is just me, my favorite DJ of all time. You know, and I love hey Grandmaster Flash. You actually my favorite DJ in a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you were the innovative DJ, but this man was the one that I think of when I think of a DJ because you kind of fell off, not by your own fault. It had nothing to do with you at all, but they just started cutting you out of records.
Yeah,
but
Jay
stayed there.
Your favorite DJ? Well, I guess my favorite, which I learned today on the Spin That Back show, was he was mentored by Jam Master Jay, DJ Scratch.
Of course,
DJ Scratch was treacherous. Was treacherous.
Oh my goodness.
Seminar winner. Stop. Remember the seminars? Yeah, DJ Scratch was one of them cats, but he was mentored by Jam Master Jay. Slept on the floor. I learned that today on the Spin That Back show.
All you need to know about DJ Scratch is just listen to Business as Usual, EPMD. Listen to the scratching on there. They'll tell you everything you need to know about DJ Scratch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Jam Master Jay was kind of very simple DJ. I remember when I first started, I was like, okay, I already got down his routines. But, you know, when you deal with the more complicated stuff, you're talking about, you know, Jazzy Jeffs, you know, the won those contests. You're talking about, what's the other dude?
Marvelous Marv.
Marvel, yeah, exactly. So, you know, but he's the rapper, but who's the DJ? But that's the one I'm talking about. But that was with Marvelous. And then, you know, you're talking about on the West Coast, Cash Money, yeah. And when you talk about on the West Coast, like DJ Joe Cooley, you know, I'm just telling you, if you didn't understand, you didn't know, this dude was like whole different worldly with the scratching. So, you know, I mean, as a DJ, he was my favorite at the time. You know, he was that dude. So you talking shout out to the K-Day Mix Masters. But you know, there was dudes that were way more complicated and way more sophisticated and stuff like that. But when you talk about the fundamentals of rocking the show, not everybody can appreciate all that complex stuff. Jam Master Jay gave you the basics and did it to perfection. He is like Denzel in what was that movie? Remember the Titans. We only got 7 plays, but we run into perfection. So, you know, that's what it was. So
hey, spin that back one time. Check that out. But yeah, I mean, because you know, technically, because if you want to talk about technical DJs, Scratch, of course. You know, he's my favorite technical DJ of all time, of course. But you even got. We can't leave out Dr. Dre though, because Dr. Dre was innovative too back in the 80s. You know, that Mr. Postman with that Planet Rock going. Come on now, nobody would have thought no shit like that.
And it'd be disrespectful as a West Coast undergrounder. I gotta shout out the whole beat junkie movement. You know, that was a whole turntablist movement. So a lot of those cats, you know, J Rock, you know, I'm just, you know, these dudes, they did that, you know, they had fat beats. You know, it wasn't enough that they were these incredible DJs with incredible turntablism, but they had the, you know, turntable record stores, you know, where they sold vinyl. So, you know, shout out to them, the beat junkies.
And they had routines. They were man, they were bad. They was incredible. Yeah. Wait, come on now. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. So anything y'all want to say to finalize the Jam Master Jay episode?
He was that dude. You know, it was sad that his end came with it when it came. I mean, I'm sure he had a whole lot more to contribute. And it's just, he was a human being. So you obviously the people that actually connect with him, you wish they could have, children have their father, a wife could have their husband, parents have their kids. So there's way more bigger things than music. But in the context of music, this was that dude, that fundamental dude. Again, the dude that literally inspired me to become a DJ, that made me go to my mama to buy turntables and stuff like that. So, I can't say enough about this dude. This was the hip hop death that hurt me the most. And I will always celebrate his memory and appreciate what we did get.
He has four children: Jesse, Mizell, Tyra, and he got a son, DJ Jam Master Jay's son. That's kind of cool.
His name is Jason, but he's Jay's son. Yeah, no, it's dope.
Jam Master Jay's son. He spelled a J apostrophe S-O-N. That's kind of cool.
He's doing work now. He's putting in work.
Yeah, TJ.
Hey, he looks just like him too.
TJ Mizell. Yeah, salute to his whole family. The mother or mothers of his children. I don't know the whole story, but yeah, yes, those are his children.
Yes, sir.
Salute to that brother. Yes.
So I'm gonna end it up by saying this, bro. Rest in peace to the late great Jam Master Jay. And Jam Master Jay, thank you for bringing that street element to the hip hop game. Because if you didn't do that, everybody would probably be looking like Lil Nas X today. Anyway. Once again, we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to the Spin That Back show right after the Focus Up show every Saturday. The Focus Up show is 9 a.m. Saturday mornings Pacific time. Then after that, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. You catch us right here. Spin That Back. Me, Mr. Nice Guy, and Mr. Walk right here. Sometimes we do have some other people up on here. Mr. X might pop in here. Might have some special guests coming. You never know what you're going to get. I tell you what, if you missed it, you're going to miss out. You know what? You still catch us up on YouTube. Hey, like, subscribe, and share. That's all we ask. Just, at least give us a like. You know what I'm saying? And we will be back. So we want to say peace and thank y'all for tuning in.